Hi, and welcome to Where's the Action? I'm your host, Ross Benjamin. I will be previewing Saturday's college football game in the SEC between the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Alabama Crimson Tide that takes place in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, with kickoff time coming at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Currently, as we speak, the Alabama Crimson Tide are a 28-point home favorite, and the total in this game is 48.5. The Crimson Tide come off a very impressive 45-7 road win at Kentucky in a game they accumulated over 600 yards of total offense and thoroughly dominated the Wildcats on the road in an SEC matchup. Alabama now is 6-0 on the season, rated number 1 in the country, and they're in line once again for a shot at the BCS title, of which they've won the last 2 seasons and 3 of the last 4. In their first 6 games this season, the Alabama defense has held their opponents to 10 points or less in 5 of those 6 games, the lone exception coming against the Aggies of Texas A&M and former Heisman Trophy winner Johnny Manziel. Arkansas, on the other hand, are on the opposite side of the coin, folks, as they opened the season with 3 wins against inferior opposition and got off to a great start in the new Brett Bielema era as a head coach for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Since then, they've dropped 4 in a row, and last week they were just trounced at home versus the South Carolina Gamecocks, 52-7 as a 6.5-point home underdog. They were just dominated by the Gamecocks as South Carolina outgained the Razorbacks by over 300 yards in that contest. In the last 2 games, Arkansas' offense has been anemic, and their defense just can't seem to stop anybody. And boy, that's a lethal combination when you can't get either one of those facets of your game going, and you're facing the number 1 team in the country on the road this week. As far as the selection goes in this game, folks, I think all of you who've been watching my prior videos know, and if you haven't, I'll make this statement again. I don't like laying big numbers like this, 28 in this case. As a matter of fact, Nick Saban, in spite of last week what happened, for the most part, does not like to run up scores against inferior opponents. Now, this isn't an SEC matchup. They're not playing an FCS team, or they're not playing a smaller conference team. But in any event, he shows a lot of class in these types of situations. As a matter of fact, the Crimson Tide are just 1-7 in their last 8 as a home favorite of 22 or more. On the other hand, Arkansas is a dismal 0-6 straight up in ATS, and their last 6 as an away underdog of 10 or more. Something has to give there. Alabama has defeated Arkansas in all 6 meetings since Nick Saban became head coach at Alabama, winning those matchups by an average of 24 points per game. I don't have a real strong feel here, folks, as far as a free selection goes. If you put the proverbial gun to my head, I will take Alabama minus 28 over Arkansas. My name is Ross Benjamin. You've been watching Where's the Action? Thank you for joining me. I'd like to wish each and every one of you all the very best in the upcoming week.